Imagine this, you are holding a bank guarantee, you have a valid claim. You have prepared all the required documents, you are ready to make a demand, but now a critical question arises. Where exactly do you present this demand? To the bank's head office? To a branch across the city? By email? By courier? By hand delivery? And if you get the location wrong, does your demand becomes invalid? In international trade, my dear friends, these are not trivial questions. They can make or break a transaction. And Article 14 of URDG 758 answers them with complete precision. Welcome back to English Trade Bytes, your article by article series on URDG 758, the ICC's uniform rules for demand guarantees. I'm Ravneet, and if you are joining us for the first time, do subscribe to the YouTube channel right now, Ravneet Knowledge Bytes, and explore the English Trade Bytes playlist. All early episodes are right there waiting for you. Today we are on Article 14, Presentation, and this article is all about the mechanics of how a demand is actually made. Article 14 deals with one core question: where and when must a presentation be made to be valid? Let us break this down into its key components using Rahul's story. If you are a new viewer, let me tell you that in my entire series, my dear viewers, I have taken a hypothetical example. Mr. Rahul is the owner of BuildRight Constructions, a Mumbai-based company in India, and has undertaken a construction contract with the UAE Government Authority at UAE, and also we've assumed that Axis Bank India is the banker of BuildRight Constructions, and that has issued a performance guarantee in favor of the UAE Authority for Rahul's BuildRight Constructions project. Now the UAE Authority believes that BuildRight in India has defaulted on its obligations, so the UAE Authority is ready to make a demand on the guarantee. Where do they present this demand? Article 14 says a presentation shall be made to the guarantor at the place of issue or at such other place as is specified in the guarantee itself. This is the first boundary. The guarantee document must clearly state where presentations can be made. If Axis Bank issued the guarantee from its Mumbai office, that could be the place of issue, or the guarantee might specify an alternate location, maybe Axis Bank's London office or a branch in Singapore. Wherever it is specified, that is where the presentation must be made, my dear friends. This clarity eliminates confusion. The beneficiary of the bank guarantee, that is the UAE Authority, knows exactly where to go. Axis Bank, the guarantee issuing bank, knows exactly where to receive presentations. No ambiguity, and when must the presentation be made? Article 14 also says on or before the expiry date of the guarantee. This is crucial. If the guarantee expires on the 30th of June, a presentation made on the 1st of July is invalid. No matter how perfect the documents are, the expiry date is a hard deadline. Not a suggestion, not a guideline, a deadline. This urgency protects the bank. It ensures that demands are made within a defined time frame, not months, years after the guarantee has expired. Now, Article 14 also addresses something very practical, my dear viewers. What if the presentation is not complete when it is first submitted? Article 14 says a presentation has to be complete when submitted unless it explicitly indicates that it is to be completed later. If later completion is intended, it must still be finalized on or before the expiry date. So imagine the UAE Authority submits some documents on the 15th of June but says more documents will follow. That is allowed as long as those remaining documents arrive before the 30th of June. But if they do not arrive by the expiry date, the presentation fails. Completeness by expiry. That is the rule. Article 14 also addresses the modern reality of electronic presentations. If the guarantee allows electronic delivery, it must explicitly specify the format, the date of delivery system, and the electronic address where documents should be sent. This is important because different banks use different systems. If the guarantee says submit to our SWIFT address, that is one thing. If it says email to this address, that is another. The guarantee must be specific. If the guarantee does not specify these electronic details, then documents can be presented in any electronic format that can be authenticated or in paper format. So flexibility exists, but only where the guarantee itself does not mandate a specific electronic method. What about presenting documents in parts? Piecemeal presentations? Article 14 allows this too. A presenter can submit required documents in parts as long as they record each partial presentation and the full set of documents is provided before expiry. So the UAE authority could submit batch 1 documents on the 15th of June, batch 2 documents on the 20th and batch 3 on the 28th, as long as all batches are received by the 30th of June. But if one document is missing, my dear friends, when the expiry date arrives, the entire presentation fails. Finally, Article 14 addresses identification of the guarantee. Each presentation must identify which guarantee it relates to, typically by stating the guarantor's reference number. If the presentation does not identify the guarantee, the time for examination starts from the date of identification, not from the date of submission. This prevents confusion where multiple guarantees exist and creates clarity about which guarantee is being claimed upon. So to bring it all together, Article 14 is about precision in the mechanics of making a demand. The where, as in specified in the guarantee. The when, on or before expiry. The how, complete, identified in the format specified or acceptable to the bank. The completeness, full or in parts, but always by expiry. No flexibility on timing, absolute clarity on location, strict adherence to format. These are not bureaucratic obstacles, my dear friends. These are the safeguards that protect everyone. They ensure the bank knows exactly when and where to expect presentation. They ensure the beneficiary understands the requirements upfront. They eliminate disputes about whether a demand was validly made. That is Article 14, Presentation Unpacked. If the series is adding value to your trade finance knowledge, please like this video, share it with a colleague and subscribe to my YouTube channel English Trade Bytes if you have not done till now. And the full year URDG 758 series is live on the English Trade Bytes playlist, article by article, and we are just getting started. See you in the next one. Thank you.